Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I've been really busy flying and settling into the new groove of this new lifestyle. It's a lot to take in. I thought I would introduce you all to the office space I've been working on the past 3 months. This will give you an understanding of the work environment and nature of this unique position. The airline I work for operates 2 different types of regional jets that connect hubs and smaller stations to Delta's network of over 300 destinations. The smallest plane we operate is a Canadair Regional Jet, or CRJ-200, manufactured by Bombardier in Canada. It's a 50-seater regional jet, and it's powered by 2 GE CF34-3B1 engines. It can fly at 534 miles per hour, up to 1,956 miles at 41,000 feet. These aircraft are typically used for short hops and smaller stations that we fly to. We have a few dozen in our fleet, but they're dwindling down. They're being replaced by the larger 900 series. These aircraft are also a 1 flight attendant aircraft. Right as you'll walk in, you'll look at the galley, and it's a very small galley. There's limited space and drawers. In the first few rows, the bins above the seats are actually used for storage as well. We keep all serviceware, such as like waters and cups, in the top bin. As you go down, there's a metal bin for safety supplies, such as the safety briefing equipment, health supplies, and precautionary supplies for passengers and flight attendants. Further toward the floor, there's 1 garbage bin, and to the right, there are multiple pull-out drawers and snapshot drawers for service items and storage, such as snacks, ice, and different trays to walk down the aisles with. If you look head-on when you enter the aircraft, that's the galley service door, and it's also used as an extra door in an evacuation. The CRJ-200 doesn't have a first class, it just has 1 row or 4 seats of the Delta Comfort Plus. These seats have a little bit extra leg room, there's free alcoholic beverages on board, a quilted pattern to the seats, and the headrests are usually more robust and refined. The rest heading on back is all just regular economy. There's not too much space in the seats, but it's no problem because the flights are usually an hour or under. Heading all the way back, you run into the restroom. There's only 1 restroom on board this airplane, and it is a tight squeeze, but it's always clean and tidy. Another thing these planes are notorious for are the very small overhead bins. I sometimes have trouble fitting mine in, but if you tilt it just the right way, they fit. The single flight attendant on the CRJ-200 sits in a backward-facing jump seat, which rests right up against the flight deck door. And of course for the pilots, we have the cockpit up front. The captain sits on the left side and the first officer sits on the right. There's also an extra jump seat for any flight attendants or pilots that are traveling. It's a seat that props up right in the middle of them, kind of like a Ford F-150. The CRJ-900 is our larger aircraft. It has 76 seats and is powered by 2 GE CF34-8C5 engines. It can bring the plane up to 541 miles per hour, up to 1,764 miles, and at 41,000 feet. We have the largest fleet of this aircraft in our airline. The fleet of 900 is rapidly growing and replacing the 200 aircraft that we have. They're usually used for more popular, longer, and premium heavy routes. The 900 is also a 2 flight attendant aircraft. There's 1 flight attendant in first class, and then there's another for the Comfort Plus and main cabin. Once you enter the 900, toward the right of the aircraft, there's a much larger galley space, and this allows the 2 flight attendants to work together. Just like the 200, you have room for serviceware. An oven is added as well, a garbage bin, and you have an additional cart for first class service, so glassware and stoneware. These are just cups used for first class once we're in flight, and service supplies. There's also a little hallway once you're going toward the back of the plane. To the right, there's a lot more storage. These are usually used for food, so on longer flights, we have food in first class, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And to the left is the lavatory. These come with little soaps and lotions for the first class passengers. The first class seats are really nice. They have winged headrests, quilted patterns. They come with pillows, blankets, Dasani waters. You get free alcohol and a first class drink upon arrival, and a separate cabin. The Comfort Plus is really nice as well. It has the new slimline design, it has the winged headrest, the quilted pattern again to mimic first class, a little bit of extra legroom, different snack baskets, and free alcohol as well. And then we have our main cabin, which is still a comfortable seat and quite roomy for a regional jet. As you walk back through the largest part of the economy section, there's a restroom in the back, which is similar to the restroom in the first class. The aft flight attendant's jump seat rests on the door of the lavatory, and it looks forward facing in the cabin. And the flight attendant that's taking care of the first class passengers has a jump seat that rests on the flight deck door and looks toward the back. So there's always constant eye communication, and there's a clear view of the aisle. The 900 also has plenty of room for an extra jump seat for flight attendants to sit down on longer flights, and tables and surfaces that make it easier to prepare for service. You enjoyed those little tours. I was excited to show you all just a different side of the aircraft when it was empty, and just all the compartments and different sections that passengers sometimes don't get to see. I am heading home. I just finished a trip, so I'm about to catch my flight. I will see you later, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.